Good evening, everybody. It's your girl, Miss Hia. Oh. Good evening, everybody. It's your girl, Miss Ehi. Listen, please accept our apologies. I know we done been a little late sometimes, but we ain't never been this tardy. But we here. We're Journey with Trish, the podcast. Listen, I'm super duper excited, so pumped about tonight's episode. We're going to talk about relationship shenanigans, okay? So go ahead and take this opportunity to like, comment, follow, share. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. On Facebook, those three little dots. Click it so the next time we go live, y'all get the alert, okay? We got some, I got my family. I got my people with me tonight. I got my people with me. We're going to talk about relationships. I got my cousin, my guy, Big Rap Radio over here. Say what's up. Say what's good.
What you mean?
Yeah, man. Over here to my left, I got my oldest daughter, Miss Shay.
Good morning.
What up with the gang?
What up with the gang?
And over there to the far left is my bonus baby, Miss Drika in the building.
What's up, y'all?
Y'all ready to get into it? We're going to get right into it because we don't have a whole lot of time. I mean, we're going to be here still, till we're done. But listen, here's my disclaimer. Neither myself, Journey with Trish, Patricia Reed, Hija de Jimenez, nobody's here to give you any type of psychiatric or emergency advice. If you're having any type of those emergencies, I defer you to your nearest emergency room or contact your primary care provider. But if you don't think that relationships and some of the toxicity in them cause you some mental health issues, honey, you are sadly mistaken. So let's get started. The first thing I want to address, I'm going to talk to my guy over here, Big Rap, and then let everybody kind of chime in. A little while ago, I had, I'm always posting on social media. It's kind of what I do. And so I made a statement, something like, the more you hide stuff that's going on in your relationships, like you give people false hope. And so I think you took that as meaning, I think you're supposed to get out here and tell like all your business. And so we had that conversation, and it is really not what I meant, as far as, because I don't believe in the don't tell house business. That's what I told you, right? And there was a lot of stuff that you kept in the house that probably would have made my life a little easier if you had went running off at the mouth, right? So I do think that we keep way too much inside trying to give this image of perfection, So what did you think that, or you tell me what you thought I meant? Because you chimed in, with your opinion. Like, I don't think that you should tell anything about what's going on in your house. You should work that out with each other. So what you mean?
Way to blindside me. Didn't see that one coming. Also, I do remember, but it's vague. It's been a couple of months that happened. What I will say is, no, I don't believe everybody outside, and nobody outside my house. Depends on, what is it going to help anybody else to know my business, what's going on in my house? I don't need your advice because you might not have the best advice for me. Like, other than, I don't even really go to my mama for advice. You know what I'm saying? Because mama old school, she say something that it don't apply to me. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like once you start bringing people into your house, into your business, then what if, like, say I'm telling my homeboy something that's going on in the house, and then she know that I told him. So she feel the need to go and say something to him. And then now they talking on the side of me about, and yeah, I'm supposed to trust my homeboy and I'm supposed to trust her. But that's if you're dealing with a trusting person, somebody like me. I don't trust neither one of you, to be honest. Not like that. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean you don't trust? You just don't trust the homeboy, or you?
I don't trust no situation like that. Like,
okay.
So I'm going to I'm not going to put my business out there to be exploited in any kind of way.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I forget what it was that we was talking about, but I think one of the comments is what got me to say something, because people don't mean you right when you telling your business. You know what I'm saying? People don't. I'm guilty of it. I tell you some crazy stuff just being funny. You might go home,
and go and actually do it. But I think that's the thing, Shamaya. I think that's the important thing about it is you gotta know who to trust and who not to trust. And
and it's a real thin line.
Yeah, it is a thin line, but it's sad though if you don't have anybody that you can trust outside of your household, because like what I said to you that day is, if all I got is me and you in the house and I'm upset with you, and you're doing everything wrong to me and you're not trying to fix it, but you sitting there telling me, and you better not say nothing. You better not go out there and tell nobody.
But
nothing.
when somebody's doing wrong to you, what do you mean doing wrong to you? What is the extent of doing wrong? Because I'm just that petty. But I ain't gonna be doing nothing wrong to you.
But why are you being petty though?
No, cause I'm petty. Cause you done made me mad, and now we sitting up here. You better not say nothing to nobody else.
Better not say nothing to nobody.
Sometimes we need to say something to somebody.
But
else.
if somebody being abusive or
and that's
you know
what
I'm saying,
to make sure
you make sure you get that out there because you need help, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you can't help yourself because of feelings.
Yeah.
You know, I've been in an abusive relationship myself.
You telling what?
I'm telling it all.
Tell anybody?
Not to everybody, but if you sitting there telling me not to tell it because you know you're wrong, I'm gonna go tell it. And I'm gonna start with my mama. Then I'm gonna start with Ev. I'm gonna start with another friend until I feel like I'm getting the advice that I need out of somebody.
You know, I'm gonna be honest, I've never been like, you better not tell nobody. I just assume like if I ain't whooping on you or beating on you, like you ain't nothing else for you to tell.
Or more to abuse than just whooping or
I'm not verbally abusing you. I'm not mentally abusing you. I'm not treating you bad. I'm being a loving, caring husband. Then
see, and that's what I'm talking about.
We get mad and fall out.
Yeah, that's nothing to go.
Yeah, that ain't
some of that stuff you got to just keep and be. You should be able to work that stuff out.
And then even then, the two of you can be like, girl, Big Rap made me mad last night. He was doing it. I can dig that. I'm saying like,
don't distort my image.
Don't
have me out here looking crazy. When you know what you know how we got
and
here.
tell your side. Tell both sides of the story too.
Because I used to be bad at that.
Me too.
Girl, let me tell you what he did. My mama used to be like, "What you do, girl? Nothing. Whose side you on? Hello?
Why are you even asking about that side?"
Like it's this TikTok of this girl that's like on the phone with her friend, and her husband had just did something. He was walking out the door, and she was like, "Let me tell you what." And then, hold on. Let me tell you what this dumb did. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that happens. Like we get that, but it's some stuff out there that we're keeping in the house that I just don't feel like. I'm sorry, and I'm not going to tell you that you should just be keeping all of that, and it might not be your family.
Be specific about what.
If you being obviously if you being abused.
Yep.
Obviously, if your children are being abused, and abuse, like I said, is so much more than physical abuse. There's physical abuse, sexual abuse, emotional abuse, cheating over and over again is abuse. If
cheating over and over again is abuse.
Cheating the first time is abuse.
That's mental.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, no.
Because why you keep cheating?
Cheating the first time is abusive enough. If you keep doing it, but then you want me not to, I got to sit there and know that my husband or boyfriend or whatever is cheating on me, but I can't say nothing because I don't want nobody, to think differently of me because I'm not leaving them.
I mean, do you tell them and then don't leave? Do you say something and then don't leave? I'm just curious.
Yeah, but listen, it's that line
I'm gonna try not to tell it. I'm gonna try my best not to tell it.
Why not?
Because it is embarrassing.
Yes.
And then they're gonna look at you crazy like, Drika, why are you staying? So I'm gonna wait and tell you till it get rough.
Most people in the community and in your family know you being cheated on before you ever do.
So here's my question. Are you obligated to tell your family member?
I'm not obligated to tell anybody anything.
So you shouldn't.
I didn't say you shouldn't. I said certain people, number one, you got to know everybody. I don't care what you say. Everybody is not like in a place to receive it. If I know you already going through a lot, or I know you about to go to jail, if you find out, there might be some circumstances in which I might choose not to tell you. If I've already told you one time, and like I said, like I already told you one time, I already told you 2 times. Now this dude over here talking down on me, talking about I talk too much. You need to stay away from that girl. And you standing there not even defending my name when I did this to come and tell you. Now you talking down to me, but you still with him, and you get mad because I'm not telling you the 3rd time. Like I said, you want me to be a detective or your best friend? It's up to you. Maybe one time and not always. I'm not bimbo.
Brother Pat, can I get some more of the Hennessy? my dog, because Jesus, Lord, and Latter-day Saints.
What drink are you telling?
Let me say something.
Oh, I'm gonna tell it.
Oh, better tell it.
I'm telling.
Let me say something. If I find out you knew,
then we're gonna have problems.
And then
you get mad with me, or you get mad with your man? Because
I'm getting mad with you. What you mean? I'm getting mad with you.
Listen, that is not. That's
the
not.
space
Why is
that
that
me
my
and
responsibility?
the space that me and you are in. If I had somebody and you knew it, I would want you to tell me.
Let's go ahead and break up now. Me
no,
and you.
this is forever.
Yeah, but I'll be okay then.
Well,
but
can you tell me something? Hey, Drika, can you get here?
I'm probably gonna throw you some hints and clues.
Don't throw me no hints because I don't catch them with it. I have
done it too many times, and I always either lost a friend in the process or a family member. I look stupid. I'm getting into it with a guy now. Like it's not even worth it for what you have to go through. And they still together.
I get it.
Look, this is what I say about that. Some people, that's when they should keep their business in their house now. When you catch, because as much. What's up, TJ? What's up, Shamisha? What up, Malcolm? I see y'all out there. When your spouse or significant other cheat on you, at least the first time, I don't consider that, depending on how egregious it was, I don't consider that cause for a breakup.
What makes it egregious? Like a family member, friend or something? What makes it egregious?
If she cheating and she got a whole relationship, or he cheating and it's like a relationship like.
So it don't matter who or what, like the quality of who it is, just
because the quality is always going to be worse than you. That they never cheat up. That never really happens.
Y'all need to listen.
They never cheat up. Man and women, they never cheat up. It's always women get okie doke by the good looking guy that look like he got it all, but then he gonna Blair Underwood he gonna get you in the house and he gonna muddy you, you know what I'm saying? But and the guy we do what's convenient. So usually what's convenient ain't always the best looking. So it ain't, and she ain't gonna be doing the same things. She ain't gonna be comparable to your old lady or to your old man. But if you keep it between yourself and work it out the first time, you need to keep that to yourself. Because as soon as they go outside.
So we need to go to counseling or something, because if you are the person who hurt me, like you my offender, just me and you together, or we can go together to counseling, to marital counsel, couples counseling. Yeah. But so you need, I'm a big advocate of needing to talk to someone. So if you don't have someone that you can trust, and someone that's gonna give you some trustworthy advice, and that's gonna be honest. Yeah, baby, I've been there. I stayed. Like, don't be with nobody that's gonna be, rah, leave them. You ain't got to put up with that. Terrence Ladd asks, is cheating the first time?
Cheating on the third time. So cheating is acceptable in some people's relationship. He's saying if you let somebody cheat the third time, it must be acceptable.
That is exactly right. Because after the first time and you forgave them, but they did it again, they're probably going to keep doing it again and again. It's like I said about the cell phone today. Like, sis, you number one, you knew you wasn't in a space to be going through that man phone, and you went through it anyway, and you found what you didn't want to find.
See,
now you done broke the man phone. Listen, now you done broke the man phone, and But you still ain't gonna do nothing because he's just a deductible away
But
from going to get a new phone, and now he's texting and sexting and all that stuff again. So you got to do something more valuable to the relationship besides just break the phone. That's
yeah,
all
I'm
saying.
just saying you do got to do something more valuable than break the phone. But we got to stop acting like your better half going. Now, if y'all been together for years, my wife and your husband and all of our significant others should be able to pick your phone up with no worries. Even if they get suspicious and want to be nosy, that's fine. That's human nature. When somebody can pick up their phone and find something, don't say, well, you found what you looking for. Yeah, I'm looking for a foot upside your head now.
It's different between, all right, let me see. I picked up his phone and then I'm like, somebody, well, let me see. But there are some people who are picking up phones
every chance they get.
Like, why even have to live like that to be able to have, just to go through and find something in somebody's phone. And then when you found what you was going to find, nothing really changed still. So all you did was just upset yourself, cause this big argument,
lost weight
and a $300 deductible.
So just keep being in the dark.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
because
go ahead.
It's not about continuing to stay in the dark. It's about you have to know who you're dealing with. You have to know who you're talking to. Are they gonna leave? Are they gonna make changes? I had one friend, I was talking to her. We were talking about the same situation, and she was like, Shamaya, I'm not gonna lie. If you see my husband cheating, don't even tell me right now because I am broke. I'm in school and I need his money. And I was like, girl, I almost feel you that way. So it's like
but
she's
see,
not
that's
gonna
a cold game. That's a lack
listen.
That's a lack of good decision making on her part.
Oh no,
she shouldn't be dependent on no man like that to where
I'm leaving.
I feel like that's unfair because first
it's
of all,
not unfair.
They've been
don't
married.
ever say what you're gonna do until you get there.
They've been married for like 20 years, and so she just stopped working to go to
Oh,
school.
well, they been married. Kids. Well, 20 years, that man can cheat on her from time to time.
Oh my God.
What you mean? He done put in the work. He done put in the work.
Cheating is okay.
And see, no, it's not okay.
Come tell you
but she is telling you that if you do see it, it's been done before, and I ain't tripping because I need all this. I'm gonna make all this as an excuse.
Listen, sometimes though, when you are an adult, sometimes you do make decisions to put up with something.
When we grew up, all our folks probably was getting cheated on. Growing up, all these older women was getting, from granddaddy to uncles to everybody was cheating on their wives, but they was keeping it to themselves. And the ones
respectable.
And the ones that was out in the street, they got checked in the street right then. Mm-hmm. Like if your man gonna cheat, you gotta be willing to be a little bit crazy because he needs to be scared of you. I hate to say that, but he needs to be scared that he won't wake up with hot grits on him or something. You know what I'm saying? He needs to be scared.
Don't be out here just being disrespectful with it. You don't do
that. That is the difference in this generation. For sure.
They don't be knowing they wrong.
They just very disrespectful. They don't know they role, they place, nothing. Just very, very disrespectful. I'm a firm believer that men as a whole, I'm not saying all of them cheat. I'm saying most do, and I'm saying it's always going to be that way. I don't think that's
they all cheat.
I think it's
let me
they
say
all
this.
cheat.
And all women cheat.
No, that's not true.
Yes,
women
that's
don't
very
cheat.
true.
Black women do not cheat.
Oh man, that's a bald-faced lie.
Black women do not cheat.
All women cheat.
Is because
and men just never know. Man, we don't do a lot of the digging. Like a lot of men be so caught up in their own selfish stuff that they don't even see that they old lady cheat. But 9 times 10, she done stepped out with the nigga at work to work. Sorry, I wasn't supposed to say
women
that.
are taking care of whole families.
Look, and women are inherently raised to not be good people. Y'all are inherently raised to not be.
Where did you get that from? How?
It's
like a law, Bible,
because look at the way you got told that everything is like a man needs to do this, a man needs to do this, and you need to not do this for him. You need to not
He got ADHD, y'all. He
I do.
No, because he know what he's about to say. Just don't make no sense.
I'm trying.
Because,
No,
we were not raised.
Women are bad people.
What?
All the way around.
What?
Like, it don't matter, black, white, whatever. Y'all selfish. Y'all, yeah, it's.
I did inherit that trait. I am a little selfish. I gotta work on that.
That's what. See.
Listen.
See.
He's a loner here tonight. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna let you finish that.
No, I'm just saying.
Because see,
she's jumping on the wrong
women.
team.
Look, when y'all get mad at a man, one of the first things y'all attack is what?
All men.
His manhood. You attack his pride. You attack the things he loves. You try to tear down. Meanwhile, a man is holding back. Well, girl, you done put on 50 pounds. Why this? That's why. He won't say that.
We both put on 50 pounds.
No, he won't say that.
I've had men that have.
But a woman will sure say, you done got fat. I cheated on you because of this, or you ain't doing this, you ain't taking me here, you ain't doing that.
And see, this is the problem that me and Chris used to have this argument all the time. Not the argument was, don't be mad with me because I don't mind communicating and expressing myself. Because you holding it back and you don't want to say the way you really feel. Don't hold that against me.
But
because I'm
as men, we are raised not to be like that with women.
I don't mean be like mean. I'm just saying
y'all do it meanly. Y'all are mean.
True.
Y'all like the sweetest woman is a rattlesnake when she get mad.
By the time it gets to that point, though, we have already told you time and time again.
Making excuses. You ain't told me nothing. You didn't. What you say when they ain't telling you, but yeah, you didn't insinuated a couple of times. You didn't sit up there and said a little thing here and a little thing there and thought I was getting it and dropping hints.
But that may be something she experienced with her man. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I thought we was talking about man. We in a relationship now.
I'm saying, ain't we on the topic of?
I don't know.
That women are terrible people. Yeah.
No, we're not terrible.
I'm saying when Shamaya said that she didn't told her man after time, like what he's not doing.
How did you tell him? Did you sit him down and tell him?
Yeah,
or did you wait? Or did you wait till you was mad and it was coming out and you was telling him?
Normally it's typically in a very sensual manner. Like, I really like when you do this, or can you do this? I can't stand when you do this. And so now when I'm mad, it's just coming off more aggressively.
Now at the same time, it's what I learned that works for me to get me motivated. You do have to be more assertive with a man. You do have to talk to him like he's a man. At the same time, be like, look, bro, I'm tired of you sitting on the couch. It's been times where I done got depressed and been sad, hurt about something and laying on my couch about life. And my wife then, what we doing here? Like, why are you doing this? I'm tired of looking at you on the couch, but I love you. I need you to get up and get some. I need you to get up and do something. Be productive. Do some push-ups. Run some laps.
I can't do that.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't do that.
You know?
What you mean?
Like being patient and telling you nicely, hey, you need to get up, you need to go take out the trash, you need to go.
Oh, no, not that kind of stuff.
No, he's saying that sometimes men do get down, and instead of you just because I agree, instead of you just going in attack mode because, hey, come on, you can't take out the trash. Like, how many times I got to tell you to take out the trash? You just go into the negative, but recognize just like you might get depressed sometime, maybe he's there too. And so you got to come with the pep talk like, babe.
And we don't get the luxury of being sad and upset.
Well, it depends on what house you're in.
We don't,
yeah,
most men do not get treated. Our feelings don't matter. How we feel, if we tell y'all our feelings, we feel like eventually it's going to be used against us. If we sit down and talk to you and tell you how we feel, and then we get into it one day and you throw up it back in my face, that's why you did it. Then you be like, I can't tell her nothing else.
No, but that just tells you what kind of person that you're in a relationship with.
But
that's why when the Bible talks about being equally yoked, that might be one of those things. Because I couldn't imagine. Never have when it comes to something like that. I'm not gonna throw it back in the now when I know
But
I get down and
Now,
depressed sometimes.
if he being lazy and ain't taking out trash and
It's
stuff
a
like that,
difference, though.
yeah, that's little
Well,
boy
that's what
stuff.
I'm talking about.
That's little
crazy.
boy stuff. But at the same time, I might look at you and tell you to take the trash out yourself.
Mm-mm.
What you
And
doing?
now we gonna have a problem.
Yeah, we got
If we supposed to be equally yoked,
Equally
Not what I
yoked
don't
is
do
not
that.
even about the physical attributes that we give to this relationship. Equally yoked is about who we are as people.
I wouldn't do that, y'all. I'm,
Man, what?
I'm sorry.
No,
I
I ain't taking
wouldn't
out the
do
trash.
that. Yeah, no, ain't no need to take. I mean,
Trash be running over like
then-
bruh.
my wife, the trash get too high. If she take it out, you know she mad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
Water juice dripping out the bottom of it.
But never have to take it out. But the one time she do, she 38 hot about it. You know
It's
what
a
I'm saying?
problem.
I'm more mad that you walked by it 4 times earlier and you noticed just like
But
I
you
noticed.
walked by it 5 times.
And walked out the door and went to work.
And left it
And
there.
left it.
Most women do have this thing, like this pet peeve. Like I know my friend asked her husband, she don't like to pump gas. You know, I don't like taking out the trash. So most women do have this one thing, like that's what you're
My
supposed
wife
to
don't
do.
like going to the gas station.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
It's always most people have one. So you got to get to know your significant other and know what that one thing is that they do not like. But and at the same time, ladies and men, you got to appreciate those little things that you don't think you're gonna miss when you're standing at the gas station pumping your own gas. You're gonna miss stuff like that. But that don't mean you got to put up with the BS because of it.
I mean,
either.
but we got to put up with the BS because of it. Like, this is what I'm saying to y'all. Like, at some point, it has to. Women will not. That's part of y'all being a bad person.
Why you go? We got one more time.
Y'all will not take
look,
accountability.
I got my
Y'all will not
got my
take
camo
accountability.
hunting pen because I came to go to war. Listen. Don't play with it.
Y'all
Go
will,
ahead.
part of y'all being a bad person is no accountability. Y'all will say,
I feel like that is number 1 subjective and number 2 individual
no,
because
it's
it
not.
depends on who
It's
you're
not
dealing with.
subjective.
We've
because-
talked like everything you said tonight has been totally. What's the word when you do something? Bunch everybody together.
I mean, you was just bunching all men together.
Stereotype, like you really
But-
stereotyping.
Oh.
And thank God for ADHD.
No, because I'm trying to figure out my words. Accountability. When it comes to like a woman a man will come to a woman, look, baby, I don't like the fact that you're doing this. I don't like the fact that you're doing that. A woman gonna say, well, if you didn't do this and if you didn't do that, or if you hadn't done this back in 98.
98, not 98.
You know what I'm saying?
Growth, I think maturity and growth definitely helps when it comes to things like that. However, I was thinking that, on my drive over here today, I was thinking about how sad it is, how very sad it is that young people, like, teenagers, 21-year-olds, 30-year-olds, they go through this, they're still going through we're still going through in our 40s and 50s the same things they going through in their 20s. Like something is at some point you should be growing in how to live in your relationships.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm telling you, these
But
young
y'all don't-
kids.
But see, the thing, y'all don't tell the secrets of what it takes to be grown into a relationship. You got to tell them secrets.
I tell you, baby. Don't nobody tell their secrets like I do.
And the secret is you're putting up with a lot of the BS you say you ain't putting up with.
Mm-hmm. Say it again.
That's the secret.
That's what we just said.
You know
we
what
just
I'm
had
saying?
that conversation, and you said, "Don't tell nobody nothing."
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly. I knew if I talked long enough, you was gonna say it. That's exactly what I said.
You ain't giving the game to the children. To be
so give it to the kids, but don't tell nobody grown.
No, somebody grown.
I think what he's saying is, but the reason that the younger generation is going through it is because we did not watch y'all go through it. I feel like a lot of parents try to don't argue in front of the kids. Let's go in the room. You know what I'm saying? And so I saw a post about that. It was like, no, you actually need to argue in front of your kids. Your kids need to know what it looks like to have conflict within a relationship and then how to work through that conflict. But I feel like with your kids and outside public, it's 2 different situations.
It's just like these folks that, like, when I was dating, I would date a girl and the girl would be like, my dad never yelled at my mom. didn't want to grow up in your house then, and I don't want to be with you because you got a fairy tale life that you think your parents never argued and they never fought. When where I grew up at, it went down. And 9 out of 10, my mama was the aggressor. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen it. I've seen when she's been totally wrong. And but I've also seen my dad love and forgive her. Now, mind you, we don't know what the argument and what it was to begin with and happen, but I've seen my mama go from cutting up clothes, finna off my pops, to my pops loving on her, kissing on her forehead, sitting in the living room, and I'm sorry, y'all. I've seen that. And you can't tell me my pops don't love my mama.
I'm always going to be one to say, listen, I'm always going to be the one to say, just because you cheat on somebody just because somebody cheats on you does not mean that they don't love you. Listen, we cheat on Christ all the time. We do wrong all the time. But I still love the Lord no matter how much I do. So I don't believe that. I don't believe that somebody doesn't love you because they might step out. Tom. 2, 3, 4.
Nah. You ain't look. You playing a dangerous game then because that's what a lot of people ain't got the self-control. The young folks, that's why they doing these horrific things. That's why these young women coming up missing and passed on, because one, every time I see it, I feel like I feel bad for the victim, but I feel like what happened?
Yeah.
What did she say
or do
to trigger? Probably didn't do nothing, because what happened is, back in our day when you get cheated on, your woman might come home one day and put on all her clothes after you done cheated on her, get fine, smelling good. I'm going out for the night. She might not be going nowhere but to her homegirl.
Don't act like it.
But you don't know where she going, so that's gonna drive you crazy.
Man, I have hit my car behind my mama's house so many nights.
And nowadays, these young boys and these young folks lose their mind. Instead of sweating it out and finding out later that ain't nothing happened, they go looking for you, find something, do something drastic. Or the woman say something crazy and then the man can't. Young men nowadays don't have an emotional threshold. You know what I'm saying? They more visceral with their reactions. That anger comes up and it's violence.
And a lot of that starts at home, because most of the time your mama telling you who you talking to. Well, fix your face. So you don't really get the opportunity to express those emotions, to go through those things that you
But then that's when them pops are missing too, because it took Pop telling me. That's how when the gang came to me with the getting caught cheating, and then your girl going out looking good and everything. When it happened to me, my pop had already put me on game. And now, not to say it didn't drive me crazy, but since it was there, I was like, chill out. Ain't nothing you can do. If you do anything, it's gonna be a violent reaction. Nowadays, these kids ain't got no chill. Ain't no hold on. Ain't no hold ups.
No emotional regulation. They just go from 0 to 100. Don't know how to stop.
Come shooting at the car with switches.
Yeah, because they don't really fight. No, ain't no fair fights. Not a whole lot of fair fights.
I mean, it ain't even about fighting, because for real, if it's love, the last thing you want to do is take that person from this planet. They taking mothers away from their children. They children are being, and now how they being raised. My mama gone to violence. All I know is violence.
Definitely got to take into consideration.
But at the same time, women got to think about who they dealing with. And when
men got to think about who they're
that's
dealing with too.
But I'm saying when women cheat with these violent men and then realize too late that they will do something violent when that man been telling you, don't play with me like this, because I'm one of the ones that don't play with me like this. This is the last thing you want to do with me. Don't play with my mental.
But let's get into that too, though. Let's get into this part. I'm glad you brought that up, because sometimes women and men, you get out there in these relationships that ain't supposed to be really relationships, right? And it's been made clear from the very beginning what this is, right? And then somebody always got to catch feelings, right? And then when now you see him, he with somebody else, right? In a whole nother relationship with somebody else, and he didn't choose you. Well, he never meant to choose you because he told you that that's just, or the other way around. This is what this is. And
but he so gave it all to her.
No, he didn't give her no more than what he.
I'm saying
what
I mean. You can't give her the whole D.
Oh my God!
He giving her the whole D, and not using condoms.
Oh,
that's what happened. When you ain't using condoms,
baby.
What's up, baby? Like that right there. If you call me baby, you my man.
Exactly.
Nope.
Like every woman ain't built to have a sexual relationship and think that. And every man ain't either, because it's been times I've been caught slipping. I was supposed to have been in a situationship and been like, I want you to be my boo. I want you to be my boo. You know what I'm saying? That happens.
But you listen. If somebody tell you, that's why still again, you got to know where you are emotionally and be honest about what you want for yourself. If you know you're out here looking for a husband, then don't be. You might hit and quit a couple times, but don't be going back like 20, 30 times to the same one. You're going to have to switch it up or something, because somebody going to catch some feelings. But then
they worried about the body count.
Okay, well, listen.
Who worries about body count?
We worry about body count here at Journey with Trish.
I don't worry about body count. Don't look my way.
No. Listen, I'm serious though. That happens. That's still happening in like the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s generations.
I'm saying like, that's why women don't want to have multiple partners. I can understand that, but the more you lay up, don't matter how much you don't like. I've been with women for years that I did not like because the sex is amazing. But then when we get somewhere and she start acting a certain way, I'd be like, I hate this girl. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, why? You ain't never gonna marry, but it's hard to shake. Sometimes it's hard. You don't
want to, but you don't want nobody else to be with him.
Oh, don't want nobody. No, can't be with him. Better not be with him.
You crazy.
See, that's what I'm saying. But see, you saying I'm crazy.
That is crazy.
I'm telling you what we thinking.
Exactly. And that's why you should not do that if you're not in that place.
You can't tell us what we should do.
No, yes, you listen. No. Everybody is not built for everything. And if you ain't built to be out there in them streets, I'm just saying, wait for the relationship. Everybody, listen, I had this conversation with youth to old. If you are not ready to be out there, and you gotta like recognize when somebody, when somebody really into you,
they be putting in the effort.
They be putting in that effort. They spend a little money.
They're consistent.
They're consistent. When somebody is really into you, and when you keep taking that, whether it's the D or whatever, you still setting yourself up. You setting yourself to hurt them, or to realize that you finally realize that maybe you do want them.
That's back to my point of women are bad people.
Whatever.
That's just all I'm saying. That's back to you dangerous. Are saying why women are bad people.
No, men are bad people.
Nah, because if I get caught slipping with you, that's the way.
That's not slipping. That's purposeful.
No, I'm not. I don't mean slipping. I mean, okay, if I get caught, because it is slipping, because you didn't expect to catch feelings. You didn't expect to catch feelings. So yeah, you got caught slipping and catch feelings. You got to be able to handle the response of her saying, "Look, this ain't what it is. What you want it to be." You know what I'm saying?
Kind of like if they married, right? Because a lot of people get in these relationships with somebody else's wife or somebody else's husband, and you thinking that, and every once in a while it happens. Every once in a while you get the man or you get the girl. We get that. But more times than not, it really doesn't happen. You know what they say, you got to be careful. The way you get them might be the way you have to
you
lose them.
Let me say this as a disclaimer. I don't play that wife stuff. Leave the wives alone. If she married, I don't care how fine she. I know.
So you wouldn't.
No,
well, I know.
No,
well, we know.
Yeah, I'm married, but no, I wouldn't.
When you wasn't married, you still wouldn't.
Never slept with nobody's wife. For the simple fact, I know what I'm willing to do behind mine.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
what if they going through a divorce?
Don't do it.
Oh, I mean, no, don't do it
Don't
because
do it.
you don't know how
Some relationships, some relationships been over for years. To like while they still in them, some of them been already
but
over.
still, you don't know how that guy. I'm speaking from a guy's
Rita.
only point at this point. You don't know if that guy has accepted the divorce yet or the separation yet, and don't know his reaction to it. I don't know about y'all. I watch a lot of that Dayline. And you see how many supposed to been divorced or how many was cheating with the wives, and them folks come up missing. I'm one of them folks that's gonna have you missing. Like, leave my old lady alone. I ain't gonna mess with yours. Please don't mess. And people at work, when I worked on the shipyard, used to give me mess about this because they feel like if you catch her cheating, ain't they right? I always say they right. It ain't got nothing to do. It ain't his fault. But if you knew she was married, you get repercussions too.
I agree.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel. I'll tell anybody, I'm a post Chris picture 30, 40, 50 times a day, a year, or whatever. I'm going to say his name because, baby, it ain't no way you don't know that man don't got a wife. See what I'm saying? So I don't care. Like, people will get...
Did you say somebody's name?
My husband?
Oh, I didn't know. I ADD.
Don't play with it. Don't play with it. That's exactly what I'm saying. And a lot of you, like, it doesn't matter if we know each other or not. Y'all, if you know he has a wife or she has a husband, and you still go there, like you
know what be crazy about all that? We be ready to tear down our whole family for something on the side that we know we ain't gonna be with for the long run.
Like my auntie always told me, if you're gonna cheat, make sure you cheat with somebody that can offer you more.
And even if they can offer you more, they can't offer you more emotionally if you really love, if this man really treated you good or this woman really treated you good, because.
So why y'all
But
do
still, if
don't
you're
say
cheat,
y'all, say us. Why we do it? Say we. Why we do it? Don't say y'all.
I still say if you're gonna cheat up. I don't care. If you're gonna cheat, please cheat up.
Ain't no such thing as cheating up.
Whatever.
He could have more financial status as far as up, but I'm telling you, it's gonna be something missing. It's gonna be something missing.
Typically, there is, and that's like the whole cake and eat it too thing. You trying to get one thing from one place and something else.
You should have an open
another
relationship. You should see about changing lifestyles.
But see, most men ain't open to open relationships.
A lot of men are.
No.
You ever been in an open relationship?
Yes, I have.
How? Tell us about it. So, what you call that? Like poly relationships?
Yeah.
How long were you in a poly relationship?
Few years.
Like y'all lived in the same house?
Word up.
Yeah, we were cousins.
No way.
I didn't know that.
Because it ain't none of your business.
There you have it. So what happened? How you just decided you just wanted to choose
when
one?
in poly relationships, it gotta be love. It gotta be love, and everybody gotta love each other the same. Like, it can't be no kind of selfishness involved. Whether it's 2 men, 2 women, whatever. It cannot be no selfishness involved and no jealousy. Even though jealousy will arrive, you got to know how to handle it yourself and talk it out. Like, if you ain't got nobody that's willing to put in on the bigger dream, then it ain't gonna work out. That's why a lot of them don't work out. A lot of niggas have. I'm sorry. A lot of guys. I'm sorry for that. A lot of guys done had.
We're gonna go back and have to edit this one.
My bad. I only said the N-word twice. That's only been twice. I'm sorry, and my bad.
You said it twice.
I missed it earlier.
Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. But a lot of people ain't built for it. You got to be built for it, and you got to understand that. If you gonna, my thing is change your lifestyle. If you're gonna be cheating all the time, bro, or just anytime, really, like, why be in a relationship that's too much lying? I'm too lazy to lie to you.
And listen, that's like my biggest pet peeve is like unnecessary lying.
You see how I forget everything 5 minutes after you tell me? You think I'm gonna remember the lie? Man,
gotta keep my phone next to me.
When me and my wife first got together, because I ain't never really had nobody going through my phone, no nothing. I ain't know nothing about that till
which wife was you with, or which person was you with, the other girl or
it don't matter.
Okay, so
But
so now you just in a single regular marriage.
right.
So is there still room for somebody else? Like y'all looking?
No.
So
No,
how does
no,
that
no,
work? So
no.
once you in it and that other person leaves and that's it, nobody else can ever come in?
I mean, if we became open to it again, but the other thing is it takes money. Like you can't have nobody. Like you got to have a big house to provide, and you got to be, not a big house, but a bigger house than what I have. Like you can't have 3 adults living on top of each other with 3 children, and you know what I'm saying. It's just gonna be tension there no matter what. Cause
it's gonna be tension in my house anyway, because ain't nobody else coming in there.
well, see, that's what I'm saying, but. Everybody, it ain't gonna work unless you got to have key components for that thing to work. You know what I'm saying? But as some people live in a one wide trailer, a single wide trailer, and be having 3-4 girlfriends in there. But the thing is, I can't do it because I ain't got the patience for it.
For 2 women,
I mean, I got it, but. You got to be on point, and I command a lot. It take a lot to deal with me.
for both of them to deal. Would you ever be in a poly relationship?
I have considered it once. I did.
Why? What made you consider it? Once.
Bored, I guess. Honestly,
Bored.
Somebody said, "Is this going on in Mobile?" It's going on all over Mobile, Baldwin County,
Florida.
A
lot of open relationships.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna tell you, with this particular situation, what stopped me was he ain't really had no money like that. So I was like, "Oh, you don't really want a second partner. You want somebody to come help you with them bills," is what it sounds like to me. And I ain't the one.
Listen, it takes 3-4 people these days to pay these.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. Now I will say
That's a no. No,
it's a no for me too.
It's a no.
But that's just, this is me. Like I said, there's no judgment zone here. I'm not speaking on what nobody else does. I do my own stuff. I ain't got no business doing. So if it's something that they don't got a business doing, that's between them and whoever they doing it with.
Who are you to say they ain't got no business doing
I
it?
said, let me say that one more time. So for the other folks out there that might have misunderstood what I said I already do enough of my stuff that I ain't got no business doing. So if what they're doing, they ain't got no business doing, that's between them and the person they ain't got no business doing it with. You got it that time?
What we talking about, though?
I got ADD.
Yeah. Because he's trying to say I'm saying is wrong. I don't.
What are you referring to, though? What you mean?
We still talking about poly relationships.
Okay.
I mean, poly relationships seems to work out good for a lot of people, man. A lot of people are in them.
You gotta be on the same page, something like that, same goal,
and just the same love. Poly takes a lot of love.
Which one you was gonna bring home? Because you ain't gonna be able to bring both. You have to choose. You're gonna be able to bring him and her to the house. All right, we ain't doing both.
I was gonna bring the man. He.
Listen, I don't care which one it is, but just got to choose.
I told Daddy about it. He hung up in my face. Grimmy, get off my phone. I call back, Daddy, this is serious. You don't get off my phone.
Listen, we're gonna change the that was a good that was a whole long topic. We don't never talk about half of the stuff because I be having 2 topics. Too many topics to talk about, but let's get into this 50-50. Right?
Oh Lord.
Let's get into this 50-50. I'm gonna go ahead and give you my opinion on the 50-50. And should we go 50-50 in this relationships?
Let me give you mine first.
Okay, go ahead.
I think you should go last.
I don't know what 50-50 is. Whatever I get, I give it to her. Like, that's just the bottom line. I'm old school. I'm granddaddy. My check goes straight to her. I don't know what's 50-50. I don't know what she got. I don't even know what I got. If I need money right now, I got to call my wife. Baby, put a couple dollars on the cash app. I want a burger or something. Because I'm bad with the money. If I got money, I'm going to have sneakers piled up high in this room. I do not do no money. Do not give me money. I'm irresponsible. So, I don't know about 50-50. Okay. I ain't never seen it.
You ain't never seen 50-50? You got a cousin?
My pops was the same way. Like, if the woman is good with the money, that whoever in the relationship is good with the money, that's who need to be handling it.
It's
now,
true.
I don't think if me and you married, why are we 50-50? It should be everything.
See? So let me know when you're ready for me to talk.
Go
Because
ahead.
mine has changed.
Go
Mine has
ahead.
definitely changed over the years. So in the beginning, you know, just like you, Chris got, and it was when he was not even making very much money, but whatever he, you know, brought home, he was coming home, he'll bring the check, put it in the drawer. And as long as he didn't get mad and leave for the weekend, it stayed in the drawer. And then, you know, he just took some of it. But at some point, I got tired, and I got tired. Like I felt like I was parenting. And I didn't want to accept the fact that maybe I was the one, you know, who probably should be taking care of everything. And so then and Chris had typically always made more money than me as well. So when I was trying to be fair, because I didn't, like, I'm used to my daddy walking around with, you know, stacks in his pocket. And so for me, I felt like he should be the same. Like if we go to the store and I ask for something, I feel like you should have it and not me, you know, having to be the one that's always pulling out or going to the bank because even though it's your money too. So I wanted to relinquish, you know, some of that.
Bad people.
Women
are bad people.
Okay, whatever. I wanted to give him back some of that responsibility. Here, you pay this, you pay this. But then, and when I did that, you know, I started making a little bit more money, but it still wasn't as much money as Chris. So I started Googling and, you know, how much should people pay? And so there's like this financial, one of the financial recommendations is that whatever their percentage is, like whoever makes a certain percentage of the income, then you pay that percentage. So like if you make 60% of the income, you pay 60% of the bills, right? And so, okay, well that sounded good, right? Because he made more money than me. Right. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I pay 30, you pay 70, and it's fair, it's even, we good. I ain't gonna lie and say we were saving the rest of it because when I started nursing, I was wild and I ain't changed much now. But anyway, but then lo and behold, I went to nurse practitioner school. And I started making more money than him for the first time. And no, I did not want to do it anymore. You know, but the percentages, I didn't want to do the percentages.
I'm still 30
and you still 70. So if I'm being honest, it's changed for me over the years. However, he's found like he would be totally fine with paying every bill in the house and then me go and just spend mine on whatever. But I don't want to see that has become very important to me, and it's something I talk about a lot on social media. I think that a lot of Black men are embarrassed to say, hey, or scared to say, hey, yo, I need some help, sis. Like, baby, I'm tired. I need some help. And so that's really why I wanted to talk about it, because what do you feel? Like, you ever felt afraid of saying, or maybe you never been in that situation, or maybe one of you have. How would you feel about your man coming to you and saying, you know, I know you've been staying at home for 3 years, you've been taking care of the babies, they going to school now or whatever. Like, I'm so tired. I just need a little bit of help.
I feel like if he is doing his part, I'm gonna want to help him without him having to even ask me to help him.
That's what I was finna say. I shouldn't have to ask you for no help.
Yeah, like, because you see me struggling, just like you said. You know, I'm making more money. He's making not as much as I am now. I'm gonna see it. I know it.
But I don't understand how that whole money thing is sticky icky, because people are funny about money, and money ruins relationships, it kills relationships. I just rather you have all the money.
But that's not what we're talking about anymore, as far as just having all the money.
Yeah.
Who's responsible
for making the money?
As a woman, I think most of us feel like if he can afford to do all of this and still be affording to live his own life, by all means, please pay.
And that's okay.
But
that is totally okay.
I'm okay with you know, because I used to feel like my man gotta pay all my bills, but honey, these days you'll be looking for a man for the rest of your life, and you know, so.
It's rough. It's rough out here. I don't care how much money you make, what tax bracket you in. Right now, unless you're making them big dollars, it's rough out here in the streets.
Technically, I've been in the reverse of what you just said. because I stayed at home. I left the shipyard and I went and contracted out, but at least for the past 2 years, I've been a stay-at-home dad, and I ran behind the kids. I did but also we started our own business, and she runs that.
She's the one that does the
bulk of that. Even though here lately I've started integrating myself in to helping more physically, but before that, I didn't do much unless we had like an order for 200 shirts. I jump in and help and stuff like that then. But for the most part, she's doing it now. Every day I'm doing it, we doing it, and I'm learning more and more about it.
And that's the thing right there. That's the key is partnership. I think about it more of a partnership than a relationship. Because whether it's the kids or washing dishes or going to work, we got to help each other. Ain't no way I'm going to be going to work all day and come home and you still sit on that couch.
Yeah,
I just never had that.
And
luxury.
it's not maybe the sitting on a couch. Like, I'm not saying staying at home is not a task, because taking care of children is a task.
Right. So if I'm out here working, the least I could come home to is a clean house.
And see, if she's out there working, that's another thing. My wife, she was out there working a t-shirt job, but and coming home and working, but it still was like working from home for the most part. But you're right.
But I mean, I
cook, I clean.
Right. Meet me halfway.
Yeah.
What you said, Drika, something about?
I just never had that luxury of somebody stepping in halfway. I always did 80-20, and I was the 80, and they've always been the 20. But I always been independent to always be able to take care of my own self, my own bills. They never really had that. I never had to ask. I never really, hey, you need to do this. I've never told a man that because they always came in. I was doing my own thing, paying my own bills.
But see, that makes it easy for them.
Yes, I hurt myself in
every complacent.
Yeah, every relationship that I've had was
being Miss Independent.
80-20. And so now,
because some women feel like a lot of them, I ain't been asking for nothing. I can do it by myself. And
exactly.
Like, girl, you ask that man.
And that's always been me asking a man. I couldn't do it up until this year or last year when I got pregnant. I couldn't ask for anything. It was hard for me to ask. Versus now, he got to come to the relationship with something. If you ain't got nothing, you can't talk to me. And I hate to say it like that.
But I'm not going to take care of you.
I can't take care of no man. I can't raise one. I'm not going to tell you what to do because I've did it in too many relationships. And I don't know. I've changed from my 20s to my 30s. I am ready for a husband. I am ready for a relationship.
How old were those guys? Were they old as you or younger than you or older than you?
Same age.
Same age. Women have to date older men.
I think two of them were younger, a slight younger. One of them was older than me.
I feel like women should always date a man 10 years older than her.
And that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
I think you could, even when Chris didn't make a lot of money, I will never take that from him. He has always been.
It ain't got nothing to do about making a lot of money. It's a man's maturity. As everybody know, we mature slower. So a 30-year-old man really probably acts like a 25, 24-year-old. You know what I'm saying? So if just say a 20-year-old dated a 30-year-old man, they gonna get along great, and they gonna be together a long time because she got to grow up, and he is growing up, and if he's responsible, you will raise your woman. You know,
raise your woman.
Like
I know what you mean.
We're not raising women.
That's what my mama said. My mama said.
Wait, how you gonna say you ain't raising women? Because you always told me what grandma used to say.
You
gotta train your man.
Oh, now you still got to train him, but you got to train a woman.
So you gotta raise your woman. You gotta raise your woman, and even so, then you gotta teach them about yourself. But just say at your age now, you date you a 40-year-old. You're gonna be dealing with a different caliber of man. You're gonna be dealing with.
I'm ready for that. I'm ready to submit. I'm ready for a man to tell me.
It ain't about submission. It ain't about submission.
I think it's about acceptance. What you
allow.
I think it's about number one, knowing yourself and knowing what you're willing to put up, and knowing exactly what you're looking for.
And
take some of that fluff out those long lists that you have.
Mhm.
And knowing when to cut it off. Because when you listen, them red flags,
Can't
baby,
stay too long.
I used to like, I don't know about this one, but I kept talking to him. Now I be like, block. What you say? Hold on,
Mhm.
block. What?
My wife
I posted
is
this TikTok and nobody got it, right? This was the dumbest TikTok, but nobody got it. And I meant to go back and kind of explain what it meant. I went on TikTok and I was looking for a certain song, right? And it must have been a whole nother song that wasn't the song. And so I'm sitting there and I'm holding and I'm waiting for the beat to drop so I can start, right? And now I'm like looking around. I'm like, now 2 seconds into this song, I knew it wasn't the song, but I'm still sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting for the beat to drop, looking confused, right? And so a lot of us stay in relationships looking confused, waiting for the beat to drop when you know you're not in the right relationship. Go back and look at that TikTok, baby.
Medea said you cannot fall in love with potential. And baby, she said it, she meant it, and I agree with it. You cannot, because I have done that many, many times. But
I need you to be potential.
Mhm.
So what?
I need you to come already potential.
No, seriously.
some man don't reach. I don't feel like I've reached my potential.
And I know I haven't reached my full.
You see what I'm saying? Like, and I'm in my 40s, so I don't feel like I'm grown up yet, to be honest with you. But that goes back to me saying my wife is significantly younger than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that gives, like, it's just when I dated women my age, I play too much. I'm too childlike to them. They want me to be this way. When you dating somebody that's a little bit younger, they get the plan. They want to play with you. You know, at the same time.
You really you are a very stereotypical person. Like, you really think it just works, like the way stuff works for you works the way for everybody. It's just not the same.
What are you talking?
It's definitely not the same.
It's definitely not the same for everybody.
I'm not saying it's. I was talking about me.
His own personal experience.
No, he keeps saying women are slow.
Wait, he didn't say that.
Women are what did you say? Women are
bad people.
Bad people.
yeah. But that ain't got nothing to do with now. Yeah, what I'm saying now is that age gap allows growth on both parts. And with the age gap, with the guy being older, if he ain't mature enough by that age, you shouldn't be dealing with him anyway. You know, if he's 30, he needs to be doing what a 30-year-old supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he's 30, he can date down to what, 21, 22. You know, that's fine. That's a good 8-year, 9-year age gap.
But let me just say this too. Although I do agree with that, one 30-year-old is different from another 30-year-old.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, if a 30-year-old is, if you got your 30-year-old man and he's still out here going to jail all the time, or still doing ignorant stuff, or still behaving like he's 25, then
21.
Well, 21, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was 30, whatever chick I was dealing with at 30, I was trying to teach her everything I knew so we can get somewhere. When I met my wife, it was like, oh, we for real? This for real happening? This is what I need. This is what we need to do. This is how we gonna do it. Let's and then whatever she needed to teach me, she taught me. You know, I learned a lot of more patience. I learned a lot of more forgiveness. You know, I got more understanding. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with her. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm ready for. Somebody to teach me. Even though it should already come natural, but I'm ready to be taught.
But you got to be open to it, though.
Wait a minute. Let me get over here to baby girl. Hold on. Let me come back over. So what do you mean you looking to be taught?
I think
you're not looking.
I'm trying to find an example.
Okay, then no, hold on. Because I don't feel like a man should be coming in to per se teach you, but I believe that you can learn in these relationships.
A man is a teacher. He should be coming in to teach.
I'm not going into any relationship looking for anybody to teach me how to love, because that means I'm already in a place of hurt. So I need for you to get to a place to where you're not hurt, So you're not looking for somebody how to teach you how to love. You
No, not
gotta
That's
that.
I get what you're saying, but that's just like women teaching a man take out the trash, go do this and that.
No,
go do that.
no, that's not teaching though. You're using the wrong. That's not teaching. I'm not teaching you to take out. I'm telling you.
Let her finish her thought though.
Okay, go ahead, because you don't use that word because that becomes a.
Well, maybe I should have used a different word.
She triggered by that word.
Because we said talk or something a while ago.
Tell me if I'm wrong.
Look who's talking. Don't he?
No, but he made a good point.
See, women are bad. How can you be dismissive?
No, you know, I respect.
I'm-
You wouldn't be here if I didn't respect what you say. Go ahead.
Can I try?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because you got better words than I do.
Not always, because I might start stuttering. But I think.
And then I'll chime in.
Okay, so are you saying like I'm gonna speak as I'm you? I'm ready for that partnership. I'm ready to go through the ringer with this person, and we learn how to be together and grow together and stay together. I'm tired of going through these pointless relationships where we get nowhere, and I hate you, now you hate me. I want to have that forever partner where like, okay, now I am more understanding because he also understands me. Now I am more patient because he's also more patient with me. Something along those lines.
Correct. I don't want to keep having to figure it out by myself.
Yeah.
She had to learn it.
You have to, but
which means she had to be taught.
No.
Women are bad people.
I'm sorry for using that word, but
I'm just saying. It's not. I just want to make sure. I don't want anybody going into a relationship looking to be fixed. Is what I'm saying.
No. I said that to you earlier, though. I said that to you earlier.
Yeah, before.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't want you. I want you to.
I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're saying like when you're going out there, like this is me talking to you. I'm Patricia, Drika, because you know, third person, first person. I don't know. Anyway, Drika, I hear what you're saying, and I respect that, and I want you to go out there. Just make sure you're not looking for this person to fix you. Right. Make sure you're not looking for this person to heal you. You go out there with the intentions of I'm going to find my partner, and whatever we go through, we're going to get through it together.
We're going to learn together.
Yes.
And you're going to be accepting and receiving and allow someone to love you, you know, the way you should be loved. Because a lot of times we don't allow people to love us. People that are willing to pour everything into us, but we
are so traumatized from our past relationships. I told you last, whatever time it was, one of my situationships asked me, do I have to pay for what your ex did you? And I was like, heck yeah, because what you mean you're supposed to fix me? Ain't you my man?
That's the most miserable relationship.
But I had to learn, baby. Learn. You got to fix yourself before you go, because hurt people. And now y'all around here fighting.
You see what CJ Lewis just said?
Controlling.
Yeah.
That's what I said to you earlier.
What?
Yeah, bro, that ain't it.
He hiding it.
Why
you hiding?
That man doing that. The last
just
thing he needs to be doing is dating. He needs to be teaching himself first and foremost, disciplining himself and holding himself to a high standard. Then and only then can he be ready to accommodate a partner and a proper foundation. Find yourself and find your
That's what I said.
He did. Okay, CJ Lewis. Okay.
Shout out CJ Lewis.
Yeah. But he did tell me that before we got started.
CJ?
No, I'm talking about
Big Rap.
Yeah.
Big Rap said that she ain't gonna give me no love. You see, she ain't gonna give me no. Yeah. I can't get no flowers. I can't get no flowers.
I'm trying to, Evelyn.
What Evelyn said.
She said mediate, Shay, period. No, but yes, you do have to fix yourself. You do have to heal yourself. You cannot go out here expecting people to come heal you, because then you be breaking them in the process. And now we both need.
And I have broke my share. Poor people. I feel so, and I feel guilty to this day about it, because I just dumped off my hurt onto them and couldn't give them all of me. They wanted all of me, and they ended up with a bag
portion
full of potato chips.
And I honestly do think that when you are in a healed place, you won't be so you won't be so easy to receive.
But you're so scared of getting hurt. That's
less likely to choose somebody.
Yeah, because you're able to cut it off in a red flag.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah.
But sometimes you don't see it coming. You get sideswiped.
That's true.
Some people can play it raw. I played it raw. I've been played raw. Sometimes
Big Shondrika in the building. She's available. We looking for somebody though that can bring something. You got to be already protected, baby, when you come to the building. She's in the process of healing, and we need you to be healed when you get here too. We got Shay over here to my left, also available. She'll take 1, 2, or 3. It don't matter. Listen.
I mean,
She'll take 1. You said it. She'll take 1, 2, or 3.
You
So that's Miss Shay over here. I am your girl, Miss Iha, not currently available at the time. Totally taken, as is my guy, Big Back.
But she is open to open
Big
relationships.
Big rap. She is. I am
she
not.
trying to call me everything but my
Big
big
rap
black
is also spoken for, and please know that Tech is Portia's her man.
Hey, Portia.
What's up, sis? So listen, I
Tech
am
can't
so
tell you to do that either. So
her man.
can I
Okay.
sign out?
Can you shout out or sign out?
Sign out.
Not yet. Sign out mean we finna be finished, right?
Oh, I thought you was
You can
wrapping
say
us
your-
up.
We are. I'm gonna let you say something.
Okay.
Well, go ahead, because I forgot what I was gonna say.
Everybody got 88.
This has been Big
Exactly.
Rap.
We all
I
done
appreciate
forgot
being on the shows. You know, I be trying to come on, but cuz don't rock with me like that all the time. So I love her. I appreciate it. And women are terrible people,
Oh
man.
my gosh.
So
Black women don't cheat.
I'm gonna get y'all some shirts made that say we're terrible. You know, so
Are you serious?
yeah, you know I do that. You know.
Well, our shirt gonna say, "Men ain't."
Now see
Go
how.
ahead. What you want to say? Sign off. Now, let her say
Nah, I
sign off.
just point.
Oh, okay. Get yourself together. Don't worry about these other folks. Do you heal you, grow? That's all I got to say. Y'all, shout out to these relationships, because one day I'm gonna be married, and I want y'all to come to my wedding. We're gonna have a good time.
She gonna be making enough money to pay for it. Go ahead.
It's
Baby girl
gonna be
over
long
there
as it's
at
good
the-
food. I'll be there.
At the end, speak from the heart, Poop.
No, just what CJ said, just heal. Don't go into nothing expecting something, because you're gonna always get hurt. Always. And I can say that because I've been that person.
It's okay to have expectations, though.
Expectations
supposed-
set you up for disappointment.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah,
a lot
but
of failure.
Don't you supposed to have?
You gotta
how
have
you gonna-
goals and
There's a
expectations.
difference between standards and expectations.
You gotta
I feel like
have
you
goals
should
and
have standards.
expectations.
Yeah.
But we can continue this conversation.
Yeah, another night, because
Yeah.
we got to go. I do think that's the next topic. Should you have goals? I think you should have goals, expectations, and boundaries, so you don't know what not to expect.
When you first get into it, or is that a conversation months later?
No, you
Oh,
need
when
to
you
know
first
before
get
you go
into
into
it.
the relationship, and then you need to, like I've heard people say, and I've said me and Chris gonna do it. We haven't did it yet. I'm not gonna lie.
White
But
people
people
water
actually
good.
make ooh, shoot. We actually the people are making relationship contracts or marriage contracts where you sit down and you lay out everything, like, and this is from what you'll accept and what you don't, what you
Nah,
like and what
son.
you don't, what makes me feel good and what makes me
And
not feel good.
Yeah.
And I think
It's
it's a
really-
great idea. We do a contract for everything, and a relationship is absolutely a
Like a paper, actual paper.
you're like sit writing down how you feel.
I mean, you can verbalize it. You can
Because
put it out
I
on
might
the computer.
accidentally violate.
Well,
No.
that's why, but
If you put it on my
we
mind,
know you knew better.
yeah. See, this is why it takes a lot to deal with.
Go ahead, listen. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. I understand.
I've enjoyed this tonight, y'all. Thank you, Trish, for inviting
You
me.
are welcome. Listen, I don't know, CJ, I don't know who you are, but get in my inbox because we need you on the show if you down here in Mobile, Alabama.
Damn, one comment, he can get on the show.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter how many times you comment. It's the quality of what you
That
said.
might
Now,
be
we
the
had some
smartest
dope-
thing that man ever said.
Maybe not. We had some dope comments. Everybody that participated tonight, Miss Myleek, everybody, it was a dope episode, and I appreciate you for hanging out with us late tonight.
Shout out Evelyn Hall.
That's what up.
Shout out TJ Ladd. Shout out Shamitra. Shout out Malcolm T. Banks.
What up, Malcolm?
Delia, are you laughing at him? Is
I
it
think she
Delia or
probably
Delia?
is laughing at
Don't
him.
laugh at him. You gotta be laughing at
All right,
us.
so hey, Portia.
I can't see nothing on that screen.
Listen, I usually can't. All right,
Yeah.
we got to go. We got to go.
What
Because
y'all-
everybody got to go to
what
work
you
tomorrow. So listen, thank you again for following the journey. I don't care what it is, what time it is. We're gonna pray us out tonight. So we just need like 30 seconds. Father God, in the name of Jesus, God, we thank you for bringing us here tonight safely. God, we thank you for the camaraderie, for the honesty, for the transparency, and for the people who participated tonight. God, we're looking for healing for us physically, mentally, and spiritually. God, heal these relationships. God, open up hearts and minds. God, clear the baggage and make room, because we're talking about, God putting us in rooms that we never dreamed of. But I'm speaking that God is going to send us men with the magnitude and women with more magnitude than we ever dreamed of having. So I'm speaking life and abundance and prosperity, and most importantly, love, peace, and happiness. Thank you. We love you. God bless y'all. Good night.
Good morning.